NEFL Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game, as it brings up 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Off-play action, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually Yeah, the defense back on its heels.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Williams.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there and try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
First down, here's Mitchell. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
For the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And some room to maneuver.
Davis Price hit, and he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Williams now throwing on 1st down.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Williams. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It's a quarterback sneak. Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Off the play fake. Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now it's Wilson. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell.
Pushing his way through. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 17-3.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
To throw is Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking to throw. Williams. And it'll be intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it,
there he goes left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a...
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Williams on 1st and 10.
A short throw here to Latu.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bears 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 9 here.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 19-18!
Operating from the gun, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Shifts by him. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
117 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hurry, hurry! Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what Precious Davis-Price hit, and he fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
So, after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Power.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Gray on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Williams.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
Touchdown Bears!
Ty Davis Price.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson gonna throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go, Reed, go.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams. This one caught by Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down, 49ers.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a 49er first down.
Check mash, check mash.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 29-yard line.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Williams.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. A huge play there for for Chicago. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott from 4 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, San Francisco.
Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into.